What I'm going to show you today is perhaps the most powerful and the most useful AI technology that I've ever come across for language teachers and for language students, and that is no exaggeration. It is now possible to generate your own apps without any coding. You simply write in what you want the app to do, save it, and then you can use that app again and again and again. Let me show you what my YouTube summary and activity tool does. I asked for an app that would take a YouTube video, summarize it in Polish because that's the language I'm learning, extract 10 of the most difficult words from the transcript, translate them into English, and then create an activity to check my understanding of the vocabulary. That's what I asked for. Now, just to point out, I do have a pro account, but I can assure you this works in the free account. You do not need a pro account to do this. I'm learning Polish, so I'm going to click over here and I'm going to copy the link to this video. It's a video that I'm currently trying to study in Polish, but of course this could be in any language. I'm going to come back. I'm going to paste in the link, nothing else. I click on this button here. Remember, I made this app myself. And now you can see the results on the screen. I've got a summary in Polish at level B1 of the content of the video, followed by a list of some of the most difficult words that I might need to study at my level, and then followed by a 20-question quiz. And I've got all the questions there. I asked for 20 so that each word is practiced at least twice, and then I've got the answer key. That I can use that app every single day with any YouTube video that I want to study. This process is super easy. There's no coding. You just write in the instructions and the app is produced. I've already produced lots of different apps or gems for different areas, both in language learning, but also in other areas of my life. I really hope you like this video. And as always, if you do, please like it, please share it, please comment on it. Most of all though, I'd love to have more of you signed up to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to give me some hype points. Let's get started. You do need a Google account, so click on your apps and look for your Gemini app. There it is, and click on that. I'm going to use a free account for this just to make it absolutely clear that you can use this in the free account. And all I want you to do is to click over here on expand menu, and you'll see that you've got something called Gems. Click on that. And the button that we're looking for is this one here, New Gem. Just click on that. And now we're going to begin to, first of all, name our gem and then simply write in the instructions explaining what we want the gem to do. This is super simple. I've written a title just so that I can find the app easily, and a very quick description of what the app does just to remind me of exactly what the app does. And then here is where I've written the instructions. So let me take you through the instructions. And then I'm going to show you an amazing feature in Google Gemini that's going to make life so easy for you. So the instructions are, this app takes a YouTube video, and of course you can write instructions in other languages. It doesn't have to be written in English. This app that I'm making is for learning Spanish. So it summarizes the video in Spanish at level B2, let's say in 200 words. So I'm going to write a specific number of words that I actually want the summary to be, and you can do that as well, okay? At level, and I think I'm going to do actually B1 level rather than B2. It then extracts 10 useful words from the video that a B1 level, let's put B1 level student might need to study. You could obviously have more words if you want. It puts these words into a table with the word in Spanish on the left column and the translation into English on the right. Of course, you could have it translated into other languages. Now, I'm doing this because sometimes I like to copy the words and put them into another program to play games with them. And so if I've got them in a table, it's very easy to copy. Now, I've done something different here because I'm thinking that this is going to be a really useful. It then takes the words and writes 2 example sentences using each word to demonstrate the meaning of the word in context. All the language should be at Spanish at level B1. Now, I've got something really special to tell you. Really important to understand, you don't need to write perfect instructions because Google Gemini has a button that when you click on it, it takes your instructions and it puts it or changes them into a really clear prompt. So you don't have to write brilliant instructions because you're going to click on this button, it's going to generate the prompt, and then the app is ready. Now, when you test the app, if you're not happy with it, if it doesn't work the way you want, you simply go back, click on edit, rewrite your instructions or add to them, and then click again on generate, and it will regenerate your app. So you're never restricted, and often you do need to kind of make 2 or 3 changes to get the app perfectly the way you want. So I'm going to show you now how that works. It's super simple. You just click on one button and it generates the prompt. If you're enjoying the video, please click on the like button because it massively helps my YouTube channel to boost my channel, and also of course think of subscribing to my YouTube channel as well. So this is the button you need to click on. Okay, it's at the bottom of the instructions, so it'll rewrite your instructions. So sometimes you have to click on it twice. So I'm going to click once, see if for some reason, I don't know why, it often needs me to click on it a couple of times, and off it goes. It's rewriting my instructions. It does this very, very quickly. There it is. And it's all ready. So let's save that and test it. And you can actually test immediately here on the right hand side. That is one way, but I always just click on start chat because it kind of opens it up full screen. So click on start chat. Okay, so now all I need to do is put in a YouTube video, and I'm going to jump over to YouTube and just show you a couple of things when you're working with YouTube. So obviously for this example, we're going to be working in Spanish. And there's a couple of really useful tips. So I've just written conversation in Spanish at B1 level. I'm going to do a search. Now, just to point out, if you come over to filters here, you can make your life a lot easier in terms of the video you choose by, for example, saying, well, I only want videos between 3 and 20 minutes. And also very useful is you can choose videos, again, just clicking on the filters there, choose videos that have got subtitles. So you're going to get fewer videos this way. So we've got here shorter videos here between 3 and 20 minutes. We've got a Spanish podcast here at B1 level. That looks really interesting. That's only 12 minutes long. So I'm going to click on that. And all I need to do now is to copy that link and come back to my super new YouTube summarizer, paste in the link, click on the button, and I'm hoping now that it's going to go off and do its magic. And this is excellent. It's done the summary for me. And if I come down under the summary as well, I can see that I've got my list of vocabulary translated into another language, and I've also got my words with 2 example sentences. This is really useful. I'm going to make the same one for myself in Polish because I think this is a really nice idea. So we've got 10 words but 2 example sentences of each word being used in context. And remember, I asked for the sentences to also be at B1 level. Now, just to click back, if we come back to our gems, so just clicking over here on the left hand side. So now I've got my first gem. Here it is, YouTube Summarizer and Vocabulary Tool. Remember, if I do want to edit it, I just click on this button here. And I can come in and I can edit this. And I'm actually going to just edit this a little bit because I'm going to put Spanish to remind me that this is actually in Spanish, this one. Now, if I come back to the instructions, I can just, go through the instructions and add any points I want to. But then make sure that once you do that, you always click on this button again to rewrite the instructions. Just a super quick break from the video. If you do like what you're seeing and you want more free videos, then come over to my website, teachertrainingvideos.com. I specialize in making videos to show teachers and students how to use technology in their language teaching and their language learning. And there's loads of content on the website. Also, if you're a language teacher, think about signing up to the newsletter, as well as getting updated on all the latest videos. There's a free 14-part course where I basically highlight some of the key technologies that we're using in language teaching. And many of the tools that I highlight are completely free. Also, if you were interested in having more training with me, then join me on Patreon. You get free videos every month with no advertising, and you get the chance to meet me online as well for an hour's training. We do an hour's training every month with the Patreon group where we actually work with the technology so you really learn to use them well. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the video. When I first presented Google Gems to the people on my Patreon channel, many of them immediately said, well, Russell, yeah, we can use this for language learning, but we can also use it for loads of other things. And they're exactly right. For example, I've got an app that takes any picture of me, I drop it into the app and it will put me in a suit. So if any of you use my YouTube channel and see my thumbnails, you'll notice that often I'm wearing a suit. Well, actually, I wasn't wearing that suit. Rather, the AI took the picture of me and put me in a suit. So if you've got something that you need to do, and I need to have nice pictures to put on my thumbnails and for my promotion work, then the app you may be able to use a Google Gem that can help you to do that. So let me just show you this example in action because I think it's really interesting to see how it can be used in other areas of our life as well. So if we come down here, in fact, you'll see there's quite a few of these that I've made. In fact, there's one here, add a shirt. And I think there's another one, change image. And in fact, let's try that add a shirt because this is a new one that I generated. So this kind of tidies me up a little bit by putting me into a shirt rather than, for example, a jumper. I'm just going to click and upload the image and we'll grab a picture from here. Let's just try one of these. So in this here, I'm just wearing a jumper and I'm hoping that it's going to convert this and put me into a nice shirt. Let's see if it works. Now, sometimes it says no, because perhaps if there's not enough of my body, then it won't do it. But hopefully this one is going to work. And there we are. It's put me in a nice white shirt. And actually, that looks great. So really useful technology that we can use for lots of different areas, not only language learning. Yeah, I really think there's a lot of potential for Google Gems. They're so easy to do. The idea that it re-prompts is so clever. And as I've said, they can be used way outside the area of language learning. When I presented Google Gems for the first time the other day, teachers were asking me, well, have you got any other technologies that you would really rate like Google Gems? And there are a few, and one of them would be EdCafe. And the reason I like EdCafe so much is because it actually has about 4 or 5 predefined applications that we can use as language teachers and as language students. The brilliant thing is it has a good free option. Even the paid tool is not particularly expensive, but it's got a great free option and it generates interactive quizzes around reading comprehension and around YouTube videos. In fact, the reading comprehension, when you generate a text using EdCafe, it also generates the audio and extracts vocabulary, a little bit like an app. So if you want to know about EdCafe, I'll put a link in the description below so that you can access it and try it out for free. And you can use that on a permanent basis for free, but I'll also put a video on the screen if you want to learn how to use it. I highly recommend it. I really hope this video was useful to you, and if it was, please click on the like button, and of course think about joining me on my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Okay, really hope you liked that video, and if you did, then please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. Loads more free videos. Look at all the different menu items at the top of the screen here. If you're a teacher and you want to keep up a little bit more with the work I do, we often organize webinars, online courses, etc. Then sign up to the newsletter, and if you sign up to the newsletter, there is a free 14-part mini video course in using technology in language teaching, and nearly everything I suggest is free. If you want to take it a little bit further, then think about joining me on Patreon. If you join Patreon, you get extra videos every month with no advertising. I just go straight into the training, lots of ideas about how you can use the technologies in the class with your students, and you also get the chance to meet me online once a month for some direct training, and that's a real opportunity for you to practice using the technologies with me. And finally, if you want to go even further, join me on my very popular course, Technologies and Approaches to Blended, Hybrid and Online Teaching. I do that in collaboration with NILE, that is the Norwich Institute for Language Education, a very prestigious organisation in the UK. And that course has been running for many years and is very popular. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave a few more videos on the screen now that you might find useful.